started at our right. So when we get to our prompt tomorrow and to the leap test, it will be time. We have about 45 to 50 minutes. We're gonna have multiple passages to read. You're gonna have to write a multi-paragraph essay. It's gonna seem like a lot to read and a lot to write with a little bit of time. That's always how it is. That's why we have to learn steps we need to take to make sure we do everything we need to do without getting overwhelmed and missing steps that we need and missing criteria that we need. So, when we get to the leap test and to our writing, the first thing, excuse me, the first thing we need to do is unpack our prompt. And we all know how to unpack our prompt. We've worked on that before. I passed y'all out, well, Michael passed y'all out a worksheet that's going to help us with unpacking our prompt and looking for the things that we need to write, and that's going to help us synthesize the information that we need. Quickly, before we start that, when I say synthesize, what do I mean? Somebody tell me. When I say we have to synthesize the information. Synthesize. This is what we worked on yesterday. Sum up how?
Put it together to like stated some of the evidence.
Right, taking details from 2 or more texts and putting it together to answer our question. Using evidence. Thank you. So, we're going to synthesize, and we're going to use this sheet today to help us look for what we need to synthesize. This sheet is just helping us deconstruct our prompt. All right? Someone volunteer and read our prompt for us, the whole thing. Come on. Read the article.
African elephants are becoming more.
I mean, read the prompt. Just say, start with read the article.
Read the articles. Species at risk and endangered. Based on the information in the articles, write a response to the following. What steps can we take to help protect elephants and even help increase the elephant population? Support your ideas with details from both articles. Write a well-organized 3 to 5 paragraph informational essay that uses specific evidence from the articles to support your answer. Remember to clearly state your central ideas, organize your writing, develop your ideas in detail, use evidence from the selection in your response, use correct spelling, capitalization, punctuation.
Okay, thank you. So, first step, read our prompt. We read our prompt. Now that we do that, we are going to break down our prompt. And today we're going to do it together. Tomorrow, I'm going to give y'all this sheet when you do your official writing, and you're going to do it by yourself before you write. Okay? So let's break down our prompt. What is our topic that we're writing about? What our prompt tell us we were writing about?
Elephants at risk and endangered.
Okay. So we're writing about elephants. What about the elephant? Give me something specific that the text tells us we write about. Okay. What steps? And you can write it however you need to on your paper. What steps can we take to stop the elephant? No. What steps we take to protect elephants? Help increase the elephant population. what is our topic? Elephants. What steps can we take to protect elephants and help increase the population? Now, what am I supposed to explain / do? This is a task that the front requires. Because our Rihanna just told us what we're writing about. But how am I supposed to explain it? Okay, so I'm supposed to write a 3 to 5 paragraph essay. So if it says write a 3 to 5 paragraph essay, what's the minimum I need to write? 3 paragraphs. I have to at least write 3 paragraphs. What else does it tell me I need to do? It says write a 3 to 5 paragraph essay. Okay. I have to use specific evidence from the article. It's an article or articles with S. So that means I need to pull from both articles, right? Okay. And just in case I didn't see that it said articles with an S, what evidence do I have to use? Where must my details come from? Where does it tell me? Specifically, where does my prompt say my details have to come from?
Elephants at risk.
Elephants at risk. And in danger. In danger. Those are the titles of my article. Just in case I couldn't find the titles of my article, when it tells me what steps can we take to help protect elephants and even help increase the elephant population, it says support your ideas with details from both articles. So it tells us to use both articles. So it's very specific on saying use both the articles. Now, what format should my writing be? Because they tell us, after they told us a well-organized 3 to 5 paragraph essay, they gave us a whole remember to section. A whole remember to section. Okay? So what format should my writing? How long? What kind of writing? So it needs to be 3 to 5 paragraphs, of course. We already know that. It needs to be organized. I heard somebody say our things always tell us to be organized. What else do we need to be? What else does it tell us?
Use correct spelling, characterization, punctuation, and grammar.
Okay.
Develop your ideas
tells us one more thing to do that we all must do that nobody stated yet. What we need to do. We already got that up there. State our central idea. What is a central idea?
Main idea.
Your main idea. Central, and I'm gonna put main in parentheses. You always have to state your central or main idea. What paragraph is your central idea in?
Your first.
Your first, somebody. In your first paragraph, I should know what your central or main idea is. Now, I want somebody to look at our prompt. And somebody tell me how many times they tell us to use evidence. How many times they mention use evidence? Evidence or details? 3 times. 3 times, right? Support your ideas with details. Use specific evidence. Develop your ideas with details. Okay?
One more time.
Use evidence. That's 4. So clearly, using evidence is a big deal. We must, y'all over there. We must use evidence. Okay? It's very important. So important they said it 4 times. Okay. So in your own words, what is the prompt asking you to do? In your own words. I want y'all to fill out number 5. What is the prompt asking you to do? Somebody tell me what they have for number 5 in your own words. Kenzie.
I put, the prompt is asking to use evidence in our own words.
Okay. The prompt is asking us to use evidence. Somebody else? Jada? And then you know.
Be clear throughout my story. My essay.
Be clear throughout your essay.
Use specific evidence from the articles to support your answer.
Use specific evidence throughout the article for your answers.
The purpose of asking us to answer the prompt using evidence and details from the text and also your own.
Okay. Use evidence and details throughout the text and also your own words. Okay, good. So y'all have a good understanding of what the prompt is asking you to do. One more question. Looking at the prompt, what steps can we take to help protect elephants and even help increase the elephant population? Is that one question or 2? 2, right? What steps can we take to help protect elephants? That's one question to answer. And how can we help increase the elephant population? That's 2, okay?
read it.
Read.
the thing.
the article and then answer the first question.
We're reading, right? When we're reading, what details do we need to look for?
Evidence.
What kind of evidence?
About evidence and their confirmation.
Right. So, let me ask you this. On the leak test, we have many articles. We have multiple articles. The articles can have details that aren't relevant to us, right? So, when we read these articles, do we need to look for every detail in the article, or do we need to look for details that pertain to our topic? Exactly, right? So, our first step should be skimming the article, or reading the article for details that pertain to our topic. Okay? Read for details that pertain to our topic. You can say read, you can say annotate for details that pertain to our topic. We know the articles is about elephants at risk and endangered species. If the article starts talking about endangered species or dinosaurs, do we need those details? No, because we write about elephants. Okay? So we read and annotate for details that pertain to our topic. What will we do next to be successful? What will we do next?
You will start out paragraph, but
I mean, there's no wrong answer. Y'all just what would y'all do next? What y'all think y'all would do next? Okay, start your claim. That's a good one. We'll make our claim.
wow.
Make our claim. Slash answer our question. These things I would do too. There's no right or wrong answer. We just need to be going in the right direction. So y'all said we're gonna read and annotate for details that pertain to our topic.
And then we're gonna add in the evidence.
Right. We're gonna make our claim, answer our question, and then we're gonna look or add evidence. These are all steps I would take as well. This is yours to do. Okay. So now that we have deconstructed our prompt, we know what we're looking for. We know what to answer and how to answer it. So we got our to-do list. We're gonna start annotating. Okay. So yesterday we talked about synthesizing. And we talked about it pertaining to these writing tasks. We know that we have to pull evidence from all of our texts, right? 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 Okay, okay. said that our topic was elephants. We're looking for steps that we can take to protect elephants and steps we can take to help increase the elephant population. So we're gonna look at the first passage, the first 3 paragraphs, and do it together. Okay? You can.
African elephants are becoming more endangered. According to a recent report by the International Union of Conservation of Nature, IUCN, the groups look at animal populations to determine how likely they are to become extinct. 2 species. There are 2 species of African elephants. Savanna elephants roam open grasslands. Forest elephants live in wooded areas. Both are in trouble. Fewer elephants. Over the past 50 years, the savanna elephant population has fallen by 60%. The IUCN lists the animals as endangered. The forest elephant population has declined by more than 86% over 31 years. The forest elephant is now listed at critical endangered. Today, Africa has about 415,000 elephants.
Okay. So, looking at those 3 paragraphs. Somebody tell me, not Mackenzie B, what would we annotate if we would annotate anything? Carlos.
International Union for
Conservation.
Conservation of Nature.
Okay. International Union for Conservation of Nature. So let's highlight that. I would definitely include that in my essay. Amaya.
The first sentence of fewer elephants.
So over the past 50 years, the savanna elephant population has fallen by 60%. Would you use that in your opening paragraph? Okay. How would you use it? Or do you know yet?
I said the statistic of how many elephants have fallen.
Okay. To show how many elephants, a statistic or an attention grabber. You draw people in to your essay. Okay. Anybody else have something they would annotate or highlight pertaining to our topic? Malik?
The forest elephants is now listed as critically endangered.
Oh, I see it. The forest elephant is now listed as critically endangered. That's good too. It pertains to our topic. Elephants being endangered. Mackenzie?
The forest elephant population has declined by more than 86% over 31 years.
Okay. All of this is good information. Just because you annotate it doesn't mean you have to use it. Okay. Miss Alexander.
I would actually extend what Carlos said. I would do that whole first sentence and then go down and do Africa has about 415,000 elephants. On the last sentence, because it says African elephants are becoming more endangered. And then they highlighted, how much is going down over the last 31 years, but today is telling you how many they have.
That's very good information. It lets us know what we have now, how much is going down. They let us know that they are endangered. According to the report by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, which is a group that looks at animal populations. Yeah, all good information, because you have to remember, when you're writing these essays, you have to be in the mindset that the people reading it don't have information about the topic. Okay? That's who you're writing for. All good information. Now I want y'all to read paragraphs 4 and 5 by yourself and annotate. And then we're gonna come back together and see what y'all got. I'll give y'all a couple minutes. Read paragraphs 4 and 5 by yourself. Then we're gonna come back and see what y'all have. heard from Thurston.
Last time you seen the IUCN looked at African elephants was in 2008. Back then, both species of elephants were grouped in one category and listed as vulnerable.
Okay. That's good. I already heard from somebody else I haven't heard from. Michael.
Experts say the main threats to elephants are poaching, which is legal hunting and habitat loss.
Okay. Coaching and habitat laws. Somebody else? Mackenzie, Lockhart. I can't hear you, girl. I can hear you. African elephants play a key role in ecosystems. So since this is a quote, would you use it in your evidence? Huh? Would you use it in your evidence? Just not since it's a quote. Okay, okay. Alright. Now, and then passage number 2. It's not that long. Okay. Paragraph 6 and 7. 6. I'm not. Read 6 and 7. I sure can do this. Read 6, 7, and I want y'all to annotate according to our topic. Annotate according to the topic.
Talking, you cannot read if you're talking. Jada, that means you, baby. And Amaya, that means y'all. Okay, just be quiet. Y'all still talking? Y'all done reading? Everybody done reading and annotating?
Yes.
I'm on 7 right now.
Okay, we'll be quiet.
species become endangered in a number of ways. Many have lost their food sources and habitats.
Okay, so species become endangered in a number of ways. He highlighted one way that they become endangered because they have lost their food sources and habitats. Malik?
New roads and buildings have led to the deaths of Florida Panthers who have nowhere to go.
So new roads and buildings have led to the deaths of Florida Panthers who have nowhere left to go. Alright, and Michael?
Many have lost their food sources and habitats. Many activities such as farming, hunting, and development are often behind this destruction.
Alright, it says that, activities that we participate in daily, like farming, hunting, and developments, which is building new things, tearing things down, are behind the destruction of the, species becoming endangered. That's my, alarm for so. Thurston had one, you already gave me one, so thank you.
For number 7,
I think it's 6 or 7.
number 6, an endangered species is wildlife that is in danger of becoming extinct or dying out.
That is real good, that's something I would
Hey,
highlight.
one person.
I'm so glad they say that one. You got it, you got it.
Okay.
Right.
I didn't know you had your hand. Let me see. Tell me. That was what you wanted. Okay, give it to me. Okay. What's the other one? Unfortunately, many animals. I can't hear. Yeah. And what was the other one? Okay. It's important that we classify these endangered species so we can protect them. Good job.
Alright, so tomorrow, when we get in here and do our end of year benchmark writing, I will give y'all another breakdown sheet, but that's the only thing we can have tomorrow. And I will give y'all scratch paper if you need it, or if you want. When we get in here tomorrow, only time you'll have is time to log in and start. You will have to turn in your essay at the end of class, but that's how it is on the leave, okay? Alright, make sure you push in your chairs when the bell rings, okay? You do. Good job, y'all.
You okay?